Welcome back. What I want to talk about a little bit today is just a little bit more insight into the approach I'm taking and explaining the reason why I am choosing to make videos the way I am right now. So I've given a little bit of thought to the different types of content videos and whatnot that live out there. And on two sides of the spectrum, you have videos that are very edited, very masterfully well done. To be honest, a lot of the videos I enjoy the most, especially ones whose aim is to entertain, I find that like edited videos that harmoniously synchronize timing and pitch and with little interjections and interpolations of humor, I find that type of presentation very, very satisfying. I enjoy it quite highly. On the other side of the spectrum, you have something like this where, especially, I guess the one example I could think of would be a recording from like a live orchestra, a live presentation, or maybe recording of a keynote speaker giving a presentation speech for some graduating class of some university. In either case, you have two videos that arrive at your doorstep as somebody who watches YouTube with either in the first scenario, there's a lot of post-production work, maybe is the proper term for this. I'm not sure quite exactly, but there's a lot of work that goes around once you've actually gone out and accumulated all of the resources with which you're going to build the final product. There's effort that goes beyond this to editing it and strategically putting the pieces together for the puzzle, more or less. And in the second approach, it's a seamless interface from here's the raw data, the raw information, video recording, and it's as simple as upload, publish, more or less. And what I've noticed and what I've given some thought to in life, you don't always have the ability in every circumstance to make an edit and to rescind the things that you want to say. And I thought about how there are certain times in life where you more or less can do that. Let's say I have a heated dispute with a family member. I might say something out of emotion, out of anger, out of hurt. I might say something to them that I didn't truly mean. And the degree of trust or the degree of a relationship I have with that person might mean that although I can't necessarily take back in the moment what I said, I have the opportunity, by leveraging the strength of that relationship in the future, to go back and say, look, I want to revisit this thing I said to you. I am really sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Will you forgive me? And so in a way, you're able to sort of change the circumstances, or you're able to like create an edit, or you're able to resolve something in that way. But if you end up becoming a keynote speaker and you royally misspeak, for example, it isn't as common, I think, that you can go back and say, hey, no, I actually meant this. And so there's an immense amount of pressure, I think. I think anybody who aims at public speaking and has spent any time trying to do it realizes very quickly, like, crap, what if I make a mistake? What if I misspeak? What if I mess up? And so the process for myself personally, what I'm driven by and why I'm pursuing videos and recording them in this way is, although it is harder, it is so much harder to speak and allow the stream of consciousness, more or less, to sort of drive this, knowing that I can't rely on the safety or the expectation that I'm going to go back and retroactively edit this to make it align more with like the value I'm trying to create or the message I'm trying to deliver. It's harder and there's more pressure. But my theory and my curiosity is, if I rigorously commit myself to a high volume of this style or this method of communicating that in the long run, the expected outcome, or the outcome I'm hoping for, is that naturally over time, over some length of time, or over some quantity of volume of times in which I communicate in this way, the hope is that when I'm out in life and when I'm out speaking with people, there's less clutter and less static and less time spent in all of my relationships, and any time I'm speaking or thinking or writing, my aim is that there's less interference, basically, from me being able to say the things that I want to say in the way that I want to say them. And there have been plenty of times in my life already where, by failing to have the ability to speak and think critically and clearly, it's, I guess at best, led to some kind of awkward conversations, or just shallow conversations where the best I can muster when I'm talking to somebody I care about and haven't seen for a long time, and they ask, "What's new in your life?" And I say, "Good. I mean, not much." To, at the worst case, gravely maybe finding myself in a situation where, similar to like heated argument with a family member, but there isn't as much trust, and the consequences of the fallout of misspeaking are much more serious. In both scenarios, and just across the whole canvas of life, any relationship, any social situation, I think worth preserving and worth pursuing a high degree of quality for. I think that from that perspective, as I continue to trudge down this path, as uncomfortable and awkward as it feels right now and at the start, I think that the long-term payoff and reward of being able to communicate clearly will far outweigh the momentary uncomfort or discomfort. I don't know which one is right, or if both are valid, or if it's one of those UK versus US things. I think that the momentary short-term inefficiencies, discomfort, I'll just say discomfort for now, are going to feel trivial in the long run. So hope this explains, well, this should explain part of what's motivating me to go down this path. And yeah, in the long run, I'm hoping that the better I get at communicating my thoughts in this way, the better I'm able to drive value for other people, and hope that I'll reach a point where I just want to drive value. Simple as that. And I'll leave it at that. I will see you guys next time.